some of the challenges that we face around doing stigma reduction work is really getting people to understand that what they maybe think they know when it comes to mental health and mental illness isn't necessarily the truth.
Mental health is a word that everyone kind of shies away from.
I have a question for you. What words does society use to describe people with a mental illness? Yep. Sick, yes.
First thing when the question was, what is stigma? And a lot of us were like, I'm not really sure.
Different, yeah.
And now that we know what stigma is, I think we can talk about that.
Okay guys, start thinking of words that you can put around stigma.
Stigma is preventing mental health patients from seeking the treatment that they need.
It causes people to be scared, to not speak up, to isolate themselves, and that makes it worse.
We want people to speak up that they have this problem. So we have to respect them and we have to treat them well so they don't feel isolated or left out or alone.
Psycho or crazy person.
Stigma is so predominant that people take at face value completely false statements about mental illness.
Having a mental illness doesn't make you crazy or a psycho or a freak. It just means you have a struggle, but you can overcome it and have a recovery to live a normal life and manage it.
My name is Megan, and I'm really happy to be here to share my story because, as we all know, contact with people recovering or living with a mental illness helps reduce the stigma.
One of the stories really related to me because I saw and I could see her pain and through it.
I'd eat lunch in the washroom or sometimes just walk for the whole lunch hour. Other times I'd sit in the bathroom stall and cry or harm myself.
You feel for them and you get to say, wow, so it isn't just me. And that's something that I think is really important to understand about it.
So many adults tell us that when they first started to experience mental health problems, it was in their youth. Therefore, it is so important to attack stigma early on. Like any other health problem, the earlier that something is identified, the better the outcome is bound to be.
When you have an initiative like Ending Stigma, I think there are three main steps to get there. You need to create awareness to your audience, educate your audience, and then take action to actually end the stigma.
I think that the summit allows for us to empower student leaders to change the culture of their school around mental health.
There are people out there who still are afraid to talk about mental health.
We need to be open about it and talk about it so that people who do have mental illnesses will feel that it's okay to come out and say, I need help with this.
You don't necessarily have to be like an expert on mental illness to help them. You can just be like supportive and be there for them.
The youth that were involved in HEADSTRONG are absolutely amazing kids. And now they're going to go back to all of their respective schools right across the country and spread the word. It's going to be like a giant spider web where they talk to their parents, they talk to their teachers, to other kids in their schools. And by addressing the whole issue of stigma, these people are actually going to save lives.